And so I like to just eliminate priority as a single category and break it down into 3 different types. I like to think about priorities as boulders, big rocks, or pebbles. In our lives, if we take this idea of everything's a priority and then ask ourselves, what type of a priority is this? It gives us a lot more clarity about how to plan our day and how to plan this ideal week, this winning week.
Yeah.
And so boulders, these are the things in our lives that are important, but they're not urgent. But examples of things that are important but not urgent are having a date night with your partner, having one-on-one time with your kids, taking care of yourself in whatever form self-care means for you, taking care of your health, taking care of your well-being. None of those things are ever going to be on fire. And because they're not urgent, because they're not on fire, a lot of times we put them off. We say, I'll do that later. I'll schedule a date night once I get everything else that we need to do done. But what ends up happening is that there is no magical space that opens up that just screams, this time is perfect for a date night, because you're just going to keep on piling on the urgent things and being in reactive mode. Yes. And so those activities that are important, but they're not urgent, and they, like we said, they're not on fire, but the more we neglect them, the more likely they are then to catch on fire. Because what happens when you consistently neglect your relationships, when you consistently neglect your self-care, your mental health, your relationships with your kids, what happens?
Well, that's what I was just going to say. Like, those are things, as I'm thinking about clients that I've worked with, they come to me because those things are suddenly on fire.
Yes.
Oh, my partner and I are not seeing eye to eye, or we're not parenting well together. We're not even like living well together, or things have blown up with my kid, or I'm having a health crisis.
Yeah.
Right.
And so this is exactly why that when it comes to planning our weeks, we have to put those boulders in first. We have to, and I don't mean they have to be the first thing in your day, but you have to hold space for them before you allow everything else that's reactive to flow in. And it's hard. It is hard to be proactive, because every time we say yes to something, we're saying no to something else.
Yeah. But that is one of my all-time favorite sayings, because it reminded me that if I say yes to the PTA or to the work project or to the whatever, I might just be saying no to my kids, my husband, myself, like things that actually matter more to me.